Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So this month marks the 2-year anniversary since I first started calling my show the Peter Dislike Show. My inspiration was Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff is an economist. He has a podcast called The Peter Schiff Show. His opening theme used to go bum 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 bum, The Peter Schiff Show. And when he would say The Peter Schiff Show, or his narrator, I should say, would say The Peter Schiff Show, it sounded a lot like The Peter Shit Show. And I loved it so much I decided to adopt the show, the name. I talk some pretty shitty stuff too, right? I talk about disagreements I have with society, about how we structure our lives here, about lifestyle matters. And Peter Schiff talks pretty shitty about the economy. And I started listening to Peter Schiff in 2016. He was talking heavily about Brexit that year. And he had some pretty strong words about that. I was home with my family. I had turned on a Peter Schiff show and I shouted with Peter Schiff, "The Peter Shit Show!" And my dad was so upset. He didn't think Peter Shit shows were an appropriate video to be watching at Thanksgiving dinner, and he made me turn it off. And fast forward a number of years later, I decided to adopt that theme for my show. Unfortunately, Peter Schiff doesn't use the theme anymore. I wonder if it's because I stole it. I've been thinking about stealing his new theme too, but it's kind of long and it doesn't really go well with the subjects of what I'm talking. Peter Shit Show, Peter Dislike Show goes a lot better with what I'm doing, right? And I want to thank you guys for continuing to dislike my videos. So yesterday I recorded a video about the concept of dislikeonomics. Go watch that. It's kind of long to explain here. But dislikeonomics is the concept that my career life has completely uh, divorced from my the rest of the trajectory of the rest of my life, right? Go watch that video. It's a very unsettling concept, but at the same time, I'm trying to enjoy the fruits of what it's been bringing. Although I know it's not going to last forever if it goes on, right? That's the most unsettling part of it, right? And I got one dislike for that. I talked about some Pascal's wager. Pascal's wager is a very fascinating concept. I love it when it comes up, right? Uh, these last couple of days, I've been making a lot of Pascal's wagers. Um, there's another one that I might make today, and I got a dislike on that. I talked about abolishing federal holidays. Holidays are very tricky for me. It's November 9th. I'm hoping, I've been praying a lot. You know, one thing that it wouldn't solve all of my holiday problems, but one thing that would help is I've been praying to God, the God of dislikes, if you will, that I come up with some money somehow. Either one of my art projects takes off, one of my, I collect rare coins, right? One of my rare coins takes off. That happens sometimes, right? There was a time when people went crazy over some of the years on the Double Eagles, and you know, and if I had $2,000-3,000 to blow this holiday, I could eat out more. I could network with people at the restaurants more. I've been kind of praying for that. You know, I'm not going to hold a lot of weight to that. Uh, I do have some money, but I don't want to blow it. Uh, part of the reason Part of the reason I've been doing well with my career is that I have a whole lot of leverage on my hands, right? I go up to negotiate contracts for next spring, and I got money in my pocket, and I'm talking to the dean like I were talking to a friend, right? It doesn't feel like a workplace negotiation anymore. It feels more like asking a girl out on a date that I don't even like, right? That's what my negotiations at work have been feeling like as of late, and it feels really good when you can when you can negotiate like that. So that's why I hate to be spending my money. Um, as it is, I could go the whole spring without a contract and still survive financially. I'd be hurt spiritually, but financially, I would hardly even feel a dent. And it really feels good when you're negotiating your jobs in that kind of position. It really does. Like I said, it feels like you're asking, let's see, what's a girl that nobody really likes? It feels like you're asking somebody like 20 years ago when Kelly Clarkson used to be overweight, right? Before she won American Idol. If you went up to her and asked her out on a date and you didn't really care all that much, it's practice, right? And you feel fine either way, right? You can be yourself, right? And that's how I go into my job interviews, right? When I'm broke and I really need that job, now it's not asking Kelly Clarkson when she was fat and before she had won American Idol. Now it's asking Taylor Swift after she has gotten famous, right? And a lot of pressure, right? And it's a very different story, right? And that's why I don't want to blow my money. I talked about how financially free I felt because of that, and I got 2 dislikes on that. I talked. There was another video where I talked about dislikeonomics. Uh, as much as I call it dislikeonomics, when I have money in my pocket and I'm negotiating my work, I still like that part of the equation, right? I got to figure out a way to do that without creating so much havoc in my social life. I talked about the dichotomy between two different investment, how China is trading this one metal for this other metal, how dumb they are for doing that. I got 244 views on that, but I got 1 dislike and 2 likes on that. I talked about understanding China's gold buying spree. I got 2 dislikes on that. I talked about some numerology and fortune telling. I got 2 likes on that. By the way, I don't understand why people still hit the like button. I always ask for dislikes. My favorite as of late is to do the short video format. You get up to a minute to record short videos. And I'll go saying my prayers to the God of dislikes. And I don't know why, but that catches a lot of people's eyes. And I always get a lot of dislikes for that. I got 15 dislikes on one video when I said saying some prayers to the God of dislikes. On November 3rd, I recorded a series of videos asking people to pray for me. I asked for a big breakthrough in my art projects. I asked for some success with submitting to Lego ideas. I, I asked for success for my AI projects with my programming of computer games. And then I asked for a prayer to never have another car accident because I was so distracted as of late with my driving. And I got, how many dislikes did I get? I got 7, 3, 3, 5 dislikes. Why pray daily to the God of dislikes? God, 4 dislikes. You know, part of me wants to. I mean, I know there's probably no such thing as the God of dislikes, but it's one of those things. It's so easy to say the prayer that why risk it, right? What if there really is something to be said about praying to the God of dislikes, right? It's Pascal's wager, right? Look that up, by the way. And when I pray to the God of dislikes and I get a lot of dislikes, now I'm no longer upset about it, right? 2 years ago, it used to really upset me when I would pour my heart into a video only to get 10 dislikes. But now that I asked for them, they're a good thing now, right? I've kind of taken away the power of whoever was disliking my videos, right? That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. Let's see if I can find the very first video where I asked for dislikes. If we search dislike on my channel and we go all the way back to the very first one, I wonder what it was. Is there a way to go to the end of the page? Come on. February of 2023. February. I think it was... Okay, I had a few oddball ones where I just happened to say dislike. Please dislike this video. I need 1 million dislikes. This was in... Oh, I remember what this was. YouTube had just gotten rid of dislikes. And I was asking you guys to protest the real reason you can't dislike YouTube videos anymore. Tell me something you dislike about the culture. That was in May of 2021. I recorded a fuck you song, a parody for the dislike band. Let's watch that. I forgot what I even sang.
I see nobody can post a public dislike, so instead I write fuck you. I guess feelings were more important than truth, and I'm like, fuck you and fuck YouTube too. See, how am I supposed to know if I'm getting anything good? Hey, is this why they want to inject me with some poison? And though I have no choice but to watch YouTube, I'll have to comment, fuck you.
How many likes and dislikes did I get on that one? I got 29 views. I got 3 likes and 1 dislike on that. So my very first The Peter Dislike Show was on January 11, 2023. And I got 4 dislikes. I called myself, between November of 2022 and January of 2023, I called myself the Peter Shit Show, actually. Let's see, the very first time I swung that dislike finger on YouTube. Let's see how I swung it at the time.
Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.
So I've been doing that for almost 2 years. I called myself. Let's see if we could find the Peter Shit Show on here. I still occasionally say Peter Shit Show when I'm very, very upset about something. Peter Shit Show parody. That was in August of 2022. A Peter Shit Show. I thought I did a few in November. Okay, December 19 of 2022. I had a Peter Shit Show.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.
How about here's another early one.
Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum.
Addicted to watching Peter Schiff. I got see, that's around the time when I started getting a lot of dislikes. I was recording Peter Shit Shows and getting dislikes, and that's when I started calling my show the Peter Dislike Show. And just like that, I begin my 3rd year of Peter Dislike Shows, and I'll have to think about what to do with my life. Like I said, there's been a huge divergence between my career life and my social life, and it's not sustainable, right? And that's why I coined the term dislikeonomics. And that's been the theme of the last 2 years. Aside from the Peter Dislike show, dislikeonomics has been a huge theme over the last 2 years. But thank you for continuing to dislike my videos. It's one thing that does bring a joy to my life these days. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.